Hello students, let's do algebraic expressions exercise 11C and we are doing multiplication. Page number 143, question 2, multiply. Now here we have a polynomial to be multiplied by a monomial. Now there are two ways of doing this. One is the column method and another one is the row method. So I will do both and show you how it's to be done. Now first let's do the column method. In that we write this polynomial first. So here we have the polynomial 5x to the power of 2 minus 8xy plus 6y square minus 3. And this we're going to multiply by minus 3xy. Now this is how we normally do our regular multiplications, isn't it? The column method. So this is how we are doing here. I'm going to show you how to do it this way. So here, each term of the polynomial should be multiplied by this monomial. So let's begin with this monomial and the first term of this polynomial, which is 5x squared. So we're going to multiply minus 3xy into 5x squared. So let's do it here. Minus 3xy into 5x squared. The rules are all the same. Same rules as we did before. So we multiply the numerical coefficients first. That is minus 3 into 5. Minus into plus is minus. 3 5s are 15. So we finished with the numerical coefficients. Let's take the literals. We have x here to the power of 1 and here x to the power of 2. So because it's multiplication, we add the powers. X to the power of 1 plus 2 is 3. And then we have a y by itself. So here we have minus 15 x to the power of 3 y. Let's write it here. So we finished with that. Now we're going to multiply minus 3xy with the second term of the polynomial. That is minus 3xy into minus 8xy. So first step, multiply the numerical coefficients. Minus 3 into minus 8. Minus into minus is plus. 3 8s are 24. Then x to the power of 1 into x to the power of 1. X to the power of 2. Y to the power of 1 and here also y to the power of 1. So that is y to the power of 2. So let's write that here plus 24x square y square. Now multiply minus 3xy by the third term. So that is minus 3xy into 6y square. Numerical coefficients minus 3 into 6 minus 3 6 are 18. There's only one x. Now y here we have 1 and there we have 2. So that's y to the power of 3. So minus 18 xy cube. Now we multiply minus 3xy into minus 3. So let's do that. Minus 3xy into the last term, that is minus 3. So numerical coefficients minus 3 into minus 3. Minus into minus is plus. 3 3s are 9. 1x and 1y, so that makes it 9xy plus 9xy. So we have a final answer here, minus 15x cubed y plus 24x square y square minus 18x y cubed plus 9xy. Now this is the column method. Now I will teach you the row method. So in the row method, we write the first polynomial as it is. Okay, so that is 5x square minus 8xy plus 6y square minus 3 into minus 3xy. So this is the question. So what we can do is we can put the monomial first, minus 3xy, and put the polynomial within brackets. 5x square minus 8xy plus 6y square minus 3. Now we multiply minus 3xy with each term here. So that is minus 3xy into 5x square, which we've already done here. Minus 3xy into 5x square, and we got this. So let's write that down here. So that is minus 15x cubed y. So after you finish with this, now we multiply minus 3xy into the second term. Okay, and that is minus 3xy into minus 8xy, which we've already finished, and the answer is here. That is 24x square y square plus 24x square y square. Now we multiply minus 3xy into the third term, that is 6y square, and we have done it here. And we've got the answer as minus 18xy cubed. Minus 18xy cubed. So here we have a final answer which is the same as the answer that we got in the column method. So here what we can do is, you can see what is being done in your school, which method is being taught, whether it's the column method or the row method, and accordingly do. Generally, we use the row method. So we will continue with the row method. So here we're going to multiply this polynomial by this monomial. So let's write that monomial first. So that will be minus 21 x square y square into, now in brackets let's write this, 3 minus 2 by 3xy plus 5 by 7xy square minus 16 by 21x square y. Okay, so as you know, what we have to do here is multiply this monomial with each term inside. First one is only 3, so that is easy. So here this has a minus sign, minus 21, whereas 3 has a plus sign. So minus into plus is minus. 21 into 3 is 63. Then we have x square and y square here, which we can write as it is here. So that will be x square y square. So we finished with this. Now we are going to multiply this into the second term, which is minus 2 by 3 xy. So let's work that out here. Minus 2 by 3 xy into minus 21 x square y square. Okay, so you can multiply either way. Now, first thing we do is take the numerical coefficients, that is minus 2 by 3 into minus 21. So here we have minus into minus plus. So first thing is the sign is plus. Now let's take only the numbers. So 2 by 3 into 21. This is multiplication of fractions. You can cancel. 3 ones are 3, 3 sevens are 21. Now you multiply, 2 sevens are 14. So the number here is 14. Now x to the power of 1 and x to the power of 2. So that will be x to the power of 3, y to the power of 1 and y to the power of 2 is y to the power of 3. So this will be plus 14x cubed y cubed. Now we multiply this with the third term here. So let's do that. Minus 21 x square y square into 5 by 7 x y square. So taking only the numbers, minus 21 into 5 by 7. So the sign is minus. So let's write minus. So sign we have finished with. Now let's do only the numbers. We can cancel 7 and 21. 7 threes are 21. 3 fives are 15. So the number here is 15. Let's take the literals, x square and x. So that is 2 plus 1, 3. X to the power of 3. Your y square and y square is y to the power of 4. So minus 15 x cubed y to the power of 4. Now we are going to multiply with the last term. So that is minus 21 x square y square into minus 16 by 21 x square y. Let's take only the numbers, minus 21 into minus 16 by 21. The signs, minus into minus is plus. So let's write plus here. So the sign is plus. So now we're going to multiply only the numbers. So here you can cancel 21 and 21. So what is remaining is 16. So let's write that plus 16. Now x square and x square is x to the power of 4. Y square and y is y to the power of 3. So what do we have? Plus 16 x to the power of 4 y cubed. So we have a final answer here. So let's read out our final answer. Minus 63 x square y square plus 14 x cubed y cubed minus 15 x cubed y to the power of 4 plus 16 x to the power of 4 y cubed. Question 3. Multiply this polynomial by this binomial. So here also you can do it by the column method or you can do it by the row method. So let's do the row method here. So let's write the binomial first. So this is 4 minus 3x square into 6x to the power of 3 minus 5x plus 10. So here again, we take the first term of the binomial and multiply it with each term inside. So this time it is 4 into 6x cubed. Since we only have 4, it's going to be easy. Let's multiply the numbers. 4 6 are 24 and x cube you write it as it is. So we finished with the first term. Now let's multiply with the second term. So 4 into minus 5x. So the sign is minus. Multiply the numbers. 4 5s are 20 and we write 20x. Now we have to multiply 4 into the third term, which is 10. 4 tens are 40, that is plus 40. So this way we finish with the first term of the binomial. Now let's take the second term, minus 3x into the first term, that is 6x cubed. Let's do that here. Minus 3x square into 6x cubed. So minus into plus is minus. 3 6s are 18. X to the power of 2 plus into x to the power of 3 will be x to the power of 2 plus 3, which is 5. So here we have plus, it's minus 18 x to the power of 5. Now let's multiply with the next term, that is into minus 5x. So minus 3x square into minus 5x. Minus into minus is plus. So that is plus. 3 5s are 15. X to the power of 2 into x is x to the power of 3. So plus 15 x to the power of 3. Now minus 3x square into 10. So the sign is minus. 3 tens are 30 and we write x square. Okay, now let's look for all the like terms. Now here we have 24x to the power of 3. Do we have one more like that? Yes, here we have plus 15x to the power of 3. So we'll write the like terms together. 24x cubed plus 15x cubed. Now let's look for the next one. This is minus 20x. Do we have another x? No, so we write it as it is, minus 20x. Then we have plus 40. Do we have another number by itself? We don't have. So let's write plus 40. Then we have x to the power of 5, that is minus 18 x to the power of 5. Do we have another one? No, so we write it as it is, minus 18 x to the power of 5. And then here we have x square, that is minus 30 x square by itself. So let's write minus 30 x square. Have we covered everything? Yes. So now let's work out 24x cubed plus 15x cubed. Signs are the same. So we add up 24 plus 15 is 39x cubed. Then we have minus 20x plus 40 minus 18x to the power of 5 minus 30x to the power of 2. So whenever we have an answer like this, we start with the biggest part. And the biggest part here is minus 18x to the power of 5, isn't it? X to the power of 5. So let's write that first. So minus 18 x to the power of 5. Then what do we have? Then we have 39x cubed. So that will come next. So let's write that plus 39x cubed. Then let's go on to x square. Here we have minus 30x square and we'll write that down, minus 30x square. Then we have minus 20x. And then the last one is plus 40. So now we have a final answer, minus 18 x to the power of 5 plus 39x cubed minus 30x square minus 20x plus 40. Here we're going to multiply this polynomial with this polynomial. As you can see, both have 3 terms, so you can write any one of these first. So let's write the first one itself. So this is 2y minus 4y cubed plus 6y to the power of 5 into, so we'll put this within brackets, y square plus y minus 3. So let's try and work it out here itself. Let's start with 2y into y square. So the number is 2. Y into y square is y to the power of 3. So that is over. Now 2y into the next term, which is plus y. The sign is plus 2. The number is 2. Y into y is y square. Now let's take the next one, that is 2y into minus 3. The sign is minus. The number 2 threes are 6 and y. So now that we have finished with minus 2y, let's go to the next one, which is minus 4y cubed. This into the first one here, the sign is minus, the number is 4, y to the power of 3 and y to the power of 2 makes it y to the power of 5 because we add up the powers in multiplication. Next, we're going to multiply this with the next term, which is just y. The sign is minus, the number is 4. Y to the power of 3 into y is y to the power of 4. Next one is multiplication with minus 3. Minus into minus is plus. 4 threes are 12 and the number and the literal is y cubed. Now we'll go on to the next one, that is plus 6y cubed, because we have finished with the previous one. Now multiply this into this. The sign is plus, the number is 6, y to the power of 5 into y to the power of 2 is y to the power of 7. We are adding up the powers. Next one, we're going to multiply with just y. So the sign is plus, the number is 6, y to the power of 5 plus 1 is 6. So that is over. Now the last one, we're going to multiply this with minus 3. The sign will be minus. 6 threes are 18 and y to the power of 5. Okay, so we finished this. You need to do this slowly. So once you get this, you have to start looking for the like terms. So here we have y to the power of 3. Do we have another y cubed anywhere? Yes, here we have a y cubed. So we need to write these two, that is 2y cubed plus 12y cubed. So 2 plus 12 is 14, y to the power of 3. Next, let's look for y square. Here we have a y square. Do we have another y square anywhere else? We don't have. So this we can write it as it is. So we are done with this also. So that is plus 2y square. Now let's look for the y's. Here we have a y. Do we have another y by itself? We don't have. So this also we can write it by itself. So minus 6y, we can write it down. So minus 6y. Next is y to the power of 5. Do we have another y to the power of 5? Yes, here we have. So it is minus 4 y to the power of 5 and minus 18 y to the power of 5. So minus 14 and minus 4, minus 4, minus 18. Signs are the same. We put the same sign and we add 18 plus 4 is 22. So here we get minus 22 y to the power of 5. When you have many terms, you need to go very slow and cross out everything that you are done with or underline like this. So minus 4 y to the power of 4. We don't have another y to the power of 4, so we write it as it is. Minus 4 y to the power of 4. And then what do we have? We have 6y to the power of 7. So this is also done. So that is 6y to the power of 7. And the last one is this. That is 6y to the power of 6 plus 6y to the power of 6. Now have we covered everything? You need to check to see if you have covered everything. Now this we're going to write in the order of their power. So here the highest power is 7. So let's write that first. So that will be 6y to the power of 7. So we are done with this. Next is to the power of 6, that is this. So let's write that plus 6y to the power of 6. So y to the power of 6 is over. Now let's go to 5. So here we have minus 22y to the power of 5. Then let's go to y to the power of 4, which is right here. So it is minus 4y to the power of 4. Then let's go to the y to the power of 3, which is here. So that is plus 14y to the power of 3. Then y square is here. So plus 2y square. Then we have y by itself here minus 6y. So now we have a complete answer. 6y to the power of 7 plus 6y to the power of 6 minus 22y to the power of 5 minus 4y to the power of 4 plus 14y cubed plus 2y square minus 6y. Next one, here also we have a trinomial. By a trinomial, you can write anything first. So I've written the first polynomial as it is. Now this one we're going to put within brackets. So we have put that within brackets. Now we start our multiplication, the first term here and the first term here. So let's try and do it here itself, but we'll go slow with it. So first we begin with the numbers. 5 2s are 10. Then we have p square here and p square here. So that will make it p to the power of 4. Now we are going to multiply this with the second term, that is minus 2p cubed. So the sign is minus, the number 5 2s are 10. P square into p is p to the power of 3, and then we have q. Now multiply with the third term. So the sign is plus. Then we have 5 3s are 15. Then we have p square and q square, which we write as it is, p square q square. So now we're going to multiply plus 25pq into the first term. The sign is plus. The numbers 25 into 2 is 50. Then we have p into p square is p to the power of 3, and we have q. Now we are going to multiply with this. Now if it's confusing, we'll work it out here. 25pq into minus 2pq. The sign is minus. 25 into 2 is 50. Then we have p into p, which is p square, and we have q into q, which is q square. So minus 50 p square q square. Now we multiply into the third term, which is 3q square. So the sign will be plus. We multiply 25 into 3 is 75. There's only one p. There's one p here and one q here and two q's there. So q to the power of 3. So this will be 75 p q to the power of 3. Now we have to multiply 4q square into each of these. Now I'm going to continue it down since we don't have place. So the sign is plus. The number 4 2s are 8. Then we have q square and p square, or p square and q square. You can write it in any order. Now multiply this with the next term. So the sign is plus into minus minus. The number 4 2s are 8. Then we have a q square and a q, so that makes it q to the power of 3, and we have 1p. Then we multiply with the last term here. So here the sign will be plus. The numbers 4 3s are 12. Q square into q square is q to the power of 4. So now let's look out for all the like terms. Here we have p to the power of 4. Do we have another p to the power of 4? You have to look carefully and see. We don't have. So that will remain as it is. So that is 10 to the power 10 of 4. 10 p to the power of 4. Then we have p cubed q. Let's look for that. P cubed q is here. Okay, do we have another p cubed? No. P cubed q, and this are the like terms. So let's underline that first. And let's write it down. Minus 10 p cubed q plus 50 p cubed q. Now the next one is p square q square. Do we have? Yes, here we have p square q square. Anywhere else? Here also we have p square q square. So let's first underline this one. Now again we have p square. Here also p square q square. So let's write all three down. Plus 15 p square q square minus 50 p square q square plus 8 p square q square. Then the next one here is p q to the power of 3. P q to the power of 3. So here let's look and see. Here also we have p q to the power of 3. So let's write those two down. So that will be 75 p q to the power of 3, and this one also here. These two. So that is minus 8 p q to the power of 3. I've just changed the order. And the last one is 12 q to the power of 4. So let's write that plus 12 q to the power of 4. Now let's work out these. So the first one is as it is, which is 10 p to the power of 4. Now here we need to work out these two. Minus 10 p cubed q minus plus 50 p cubed q. Signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 50 minus 10 is 40. So that is 40 p cubed q. Then let's go to the next one. That is the p square q square, where we have 3 terms like that. So here let's write down only the numbers. So here we have plus 15 minus 50 plus 8. Okay, so what do? We add up the numbers with the same sign, that is these two. 15 plus 8 is 23 minus 50. Now we put the sign of the bigger number and we subtract 15 minus 23, that is 27. So here what do we have? Minus 27 p square q square. Now let's take the next one, that is p q to the power of 3. Do we have one more? Yes, p q to the power of 3. So these two, that is plus 75 and minus 8. Let's write it. Plus 75 minus 8. Signs are different, so we put a plus sign and we subtract. 75 minus 8 is 67. So that is p q to the power of 3. And then what do we have left? We have plus 12 q to the power of 4. Plus 12 q to the power of 4. So this is our final answer when we've put them all together. Question 3, simplify. So here, as you can see, there is a binomial here and a binomial, and there is no sign in between the two. When there is no sign, it is understood it is multiplication. See, here it does not say multiply, it says simplify. Now you need to identify what is the operation here. So this is multiplication, binomial into binomial. So we can write any one of these first. So here let's begin with the first one itself, 7x minus 8 into 3x plus 2, and we follow the same method. So here take the first term here and multiply with the first term there. So here the number will be 7 3s are 21. X into x is x to the power of 2. So now we multiply with the next term, which is plus 2. The sign is plus, the numbers 7 2s are 14 and the literal is x. So now that we have finished with 7x, let's go on to the next term, which is minus 8. Minus 8 into 3x. The sign is minus. 8 3s are 24 and we write x. Now we have to multiply minus 8 into plus 2. The sign is minus. 8 2s are 16. Now let's look for like terms. Here we have x square. We don't have another x square here. Now here we have an x and an x, so that means these two are like terms. So we have to solve this next. So the first one is, we write down as it is, 21 x to the power of 2. Now here plus 14 minus 24, signs are different. Put the sign of the bigger number and subtract. 24 minus 14 is 10. 10x minus 16. So this is our final answer, 21x square minus 10x minus 16. So question 2 also, we have a binomial and a binomial here, no sign between the two brackets. It's understood it is multiplication. So we'll put it in the same order. We'll write px minus q first into this. So we have this. Now let's begin our multiplication. Px into px. So what do we have? P into p is p square. X into x is x square. Now we finished with that. Let's multiply px into plus q. So that will be plus, then p, x and q as it is. Okay, because we are multiplying them. The next one is we multiply minus q into px. So the sign is going to be minus, then it will be q, p and x as it is. Now we are going to multiply minus q into plus q. So that will be, the sign is minus, q into q is q square. So next thing to see is whether there are like terms. Here we have p square, x square. We don't have that anywhere. Now here we have p, x, q. And here also we have a p, x and q. So these two are like terms. These are like terms. And as you can see, now this is plus pxq, and this is minus. Plus and minus will make it 0. So we can cancel these two. So these two are cancelled. So what is left is p square x square and minus q square. Now this will be our final answer. Question 3, we have to multiply this polynomial by this binomial. So let's write the binomial first and then write this polynomial. So we have this written here. Now let's begin our multiplication. 2b into the first term here, which is 5a. So 2 5s are 10. B into a is ba, or we can write it as ab, just in alphabetical order. Next one, 2b into 5b. So 2 5s are 10. So sign is plus 10. B into b is b square. Now we've finished with that. Let's multiply 2b into minus c. The sign is minus. The number is 2. B into c is b c. So that is also over. Now let's take the next term, that is minus 3c into the first term here. The sign is minus, and then the numbers 3 5s are 15. C into a, ca or ac in alphabetical order. Next we'll multiply minus 3c into plus 5b. The sign is minus. Number 3 5s are 15. C into b is cb or bc. Again, I've just put it in alphabetical order. Now let's multiply minus 3c into minus c. Minus into minus is plus. The number is 3c into c is c square. Next step is looking out for the like terms. Now here we have AB. Do we have an AB anywhere else? We don't have. So we can write this as it is. So this is 10AB. Then we're finished with this. Then we are looking for B square. Do we have a B square anywhere else? We don't have. So we can write this as it is. So that becomes plus 10B square. And then we have a BC. Do we have another BC? Yes, here we have another BC. So this is minus 2 BC and minus 15 BC. Let's write it. Then we have an AC here. We don't have another AC, so we can write it as it is. Minus 15 AC. And the last one that is there is plus 3C square, and we'll write it. Okay, now let's work on these. Now 10AB is as it is, so we can write it as 10AB. B square also, there's only that B square, so 10B square. Now these two like terms, we can work on this. Signs are the same, so we put the same sign and we add. 2 plus 15 is 17, 17BC. Then we have minus 15AC plus 3C square. So we have our final answer here. Let's read out our final answer. We have 10AB plus 10B square minus 17BC minus 15AC plus 3C square. Question 4, again a binomial into a binomial. So we can write any one of these first. So let's write this first and into this. So we have it here now. Now let's multiply the first term 4x into 5x. So 4 5s are 20. X into x is x square. Now let's go on to the next one. 4x into minus 4y. The sign is minus. 4 4s are 16. X into y is xy. Then let's go on to the next one. We're going to multiply by minus 5y this time into 5x. So sign is minus. 5 5s are 25. Y into x is yx or xy. Then the next one is minus 5 into minus 5y into minus 4y. Minus into minus is plus. 5 4s are 20. Y into y is y square. Now let's look out for the like terms. 20x square, do we have an x square? No. Then we have xy, we have one more xy. So these are the like terms. So the first one remains as it is, that is 20x square. Now here we have minus 16, minus 25, signs are the same. So we put the same sign and we add. 16 plus 25 is 41, and then we write xy and we write 20y square as it is. So now we have a final answer, 20x square minus 41xy plus 20y square. Question 5. Here we have two binomials and here's multiplication. Then here also we have two binomials, here's multiplication, and there is a plus sign in between. That means first multiply these two, then multiply these two, and then add up the two answers. So let's begin with this. So here multiplication of two binomials, you can write any one first. So let's begin with this. So 3y plus 4z into 3y minus 4z. So let's do that. 3y first into the first term. So that is again 3y. 3 3's are 9. Y into y is y square. Now we'll go on to the next one. So that is 3y into minus 4z. The sign is minus. Now 3 4's are 12 and y into z is yz. Now let's go on to the next one, that is 4z. 4z into 3y. The sign is plus. 4 3's are 12. Zy is zy or yz. Okay, when we multiply, that's what we get. Then we go on to 4z into minus 4z. The sign is minus. 4 4's are 16. Z square. Z into z is z square. Now look out for like terms. Y square, we don't have another y square. Yz, we have 2. So these are the two like terms. Now let's work out. So this will be 9y square. Now here we have minus 12 plus 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. So these two get cancelled. So we just have to write the next term, which is minus 16z square. So we finished working out this one. So the first part we have finished. Now we have to work on this. So let's start here also. Let's write the first binomial as it is. Don't change the order. So we have this here. Now let's multiply 2y into y. 2y into y, the number is 2 and y into y is y square. Now let's continue. 2y into z. Okay, so the number is, the sign is plus first of all, the sign plus, the number is 2, y into z is y, z. Next we multiply plus 7z into y. So the sign is plus. The number is 7. Z into y is zy or yz. Next, we take plus 7z into z. So that is, we multiply these two. The sign is plus. 7 is the number. Z into z is z square. So again, look out for like terms. Now here we have only these two like terms. So let's write 2y square. Now take the numbers plus 2 plus 7. 2 plus 7 is 9. So that is 9yz and plus 7z square. So now we have two answers. We have one answer here and one answer here. We have to add up the two answers. So let's try the next step below here. 9y square minus 16z square plus, we have to add up the next one, that is 2y square plus 9yz plus 7z square. Now let's remove the brackets. 9y square minus 16z square plus 2y square plus 9yz plus 7z square. So again here also we have to look out for like terms. Here we have y square and here again we have another y square. So these are two like terms. So let's do that. 9y square plus 2y square. Then here we have a z square and here also we have a z square. So minus 16 and plus 7 both are z squares. So minus 16 z square plus 7 z square, and we have the last one here, which is plus 9yz. Now let's work on the like terms here. So here 9 plus 2 is 11. 11y square. Here we have minus 16 plus 7. Signs are different. Put the sign the bigger number and subtract. 16 minus 7 is 9. So that is 9z square. And the last one 9yz. So we have a final answer here, 11y square minus 9z square plus 9yz. So we will stop with this for now, children. In our next video, we will continue with the remaining questions. Thank you, children.